a battle once again between two major schools that call this state home, and at the end of the road, a top hat to carry on a presidential legacy. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
They were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Off the RPO, complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the back. Inside the 25. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Pulls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's running free down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. It's complete to the left.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. He's going to fire to the left. He's got him wide open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. Let's it go to the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. It's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, It's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Buying some time. Looking down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Turning it on! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Can't do anything, so it's kind of useless.
He'll bring it out. It's Russ. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
This game has sapped any amount of me caring about anything that I do in this game.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back on the move. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Know who is using that.
Back to pass. Throws to the back. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Why, bro? You know it's banned.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
Why do you continuously want to break rules?
A shot toward the end zone.
Oh, wow.
The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long. You know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they run an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wildcats headed back to Northwestern offense, headed out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this. Brings in the movement. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads quickly. Don't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
Bro, that's
and
been a
some
rule
extra
since
yards.
the league started.
This offense will snap it from
Why
the
are you
42 on
always
1st
lying?
and 10.
And people come to bat for you,
Use the
and
play
then
fake.
you
Now to
basically
throw.
shit down their leg.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Northwestern ready
It has
to
been
dial
in
one
this
up
rule
on
since
first
season
down.
1. Week 1, you have to
Quarterback
sit
making
all your
adjustments.
starters.
Send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the right. Fired in there, but incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And with the
Make
extra
sure
point,
it is
they
long.
pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
Just because you don't have to play a game,
this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Relieve you of the punishment.
And it'll come
But
out to
that
the
is your
25. No
punishment.
attempt at a return.
If you break a rule like that again. I mean, we tagged
The
everybody.
Illinois
I don't
offense
know what
returns
else
to
you
the
want me to
field.
do.
Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Oh, wow.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got
That'd be
drilled
awesome.
trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going over the top.
Glad that
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to... Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
everybody.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big foul. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
Kick the dog shit out of this Illinois team. I personally think
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
Indiana did Alabama. This team is so far.
Running back searching for a hole.
It's not the team
And this
that
one will
garbage
be stopped for no
wins the
gain.
game. The
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here on third down.
The fact that I waste multiple hours every 48 hours on this game when it continues to be worse and worse as a game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The quarterback can have a wide open guy and he'll overthrow it, even though I throw it at the same.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Going to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
A design run for the quarterback. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown the line. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Starting to feel a little pressure. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
I mean, honestly, who cares? The game was over before even the game started. So we just get
looking downfield on first down.
Didn't want to waste time.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the catch at the 20. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dishman. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
No one messes with the age or anything.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
I don't know.
The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Probably we're going to get out of this league. Just got time.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this game.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. just keeps slinging it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to
Oh, and he caught it. Awesome, yeah. This is that
6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Oh, you know.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Who cares?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
I'm about to just start changing.
Wants to go on top. Over the middle. It's
Whatever
close.
random one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throws for the end zone. And it's another interception as his assault on the record continues.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fires complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Like it's saying anything, it would probably be that this basically ever since Christmas this season.
Power football with the run. Makes it past the mark. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
They'll still, like, doesn't matter if you have it doesn't matter.
They'll run the toss. Fighting off the defender. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
I have a 60 overall UAB team in another league that plays better than this team does. Like, way better. Like, I'm pretty sure the 60 overall
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
So this team is just, like, it belongs in the college show.
So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's hit. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch a big
This
fella.
season started out good. We beat Texas Tech, and then, you know,
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
it's a
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
The field goal is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They just keep firing. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now well within striking distances. That down play gets them a first at the 29.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They want to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put intercepted number 19.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive firing. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
Whatever. Who cares?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, I can. I'm about to play another game.
Back to pass.
Let's get my man.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is going wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Ball into the end zone. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
I love that. I wish I would have more open guys and my quarterback would actually overthrow it, honestly. I wish that happened more.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll go to the ground. There he goes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, other guys, they can just, like, die and kill it.
Kneel this one out.
I mean, immediately, but when I do it, it's like, oh, 10 yards. That's cool. That's neat.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this one.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they didn't. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So I guess you're going to play in the Arena Football League and he's going to play in the NFL. Okay. I mean, I could post a video of Tommy throwing inaccurate passes, but then it would just be like his highlights. I knew you were going to abandon us.